All right, we're back at the table. Let's get a quick cheers.
Well, cheers, dude.
Oh, yeah, Drax, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Back at the table and back into the bond of destiny.
Oh, yes. Hell, yes. Ooh, yeah, wish me luck. Delicious.
Yummy.
Mana restored.
I think we have something that we must start with.
What?
Ed's
For
giving
the second mic. Is this number
Josh
2?
hand signals.
Yeah. 3, 4.
Excuse me.
Can you pause the music for a second? I think we have an intro to do.
I think we do. You're on the, yeah.
You shot Greg.
I think we're ready.
Who hasn't started yet?
Mitch,
Have I not?
you have not.
Okay.
We're ready.
Ring.
Welcome back to Mile High Dragons! We're joined, the table is full, and we're here in the barn of destiny.
These are marks, dude.
Previously on Mile High Dragons, we now have an official campaign title, Shadowed Horizon, Rovaksole.
Meet up. Shattered Horizon.
Because again, Mile High Dragons is just the channel, so the specific campaign is titled Rovaksole, Shadowed
course.
Horizon. Of course.
Coming 2029. Another campaign. Probably not.
This is only ever going to stay in this barn for our enjoyment. So previously on A Shadowed Horizon, the group was began the session at the very beginning of a Wyvern fight. Drax and the Wyvern initiating the combat, followed by
You smelled your
pretty swift and a pretty quick, I would say, filleting of a Wyvern. Like I absolutely roasted, put on a spit, and cooked. Very well done.
Yummy.
Some trophies were collected, including some Wyvern teeth for Drax.
Excellent.
Josh, or I should say Andre, you got your tail.
Poisonous tail.
That's right. Anyone else take anything from that?
No, sir.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I took some bone shards.
The bone shard. That's right. Yeah, you got some bone shards.
Shirts.
Small trinkets.
And then, let's see, from there we started heading south, following the river south, knowing that Luna, recognizing the distant mountains, that like we are in the proximity of like being on the right path to Leadville, the main mining town of the Oligarium.
Yes.
And you having, Luna being a caravan guard for some time, you knew that you weren't too far away from a road and also a main bridge. You guys arrived at that bridge. It being now time of war, the bridge was heavily guarded. You guys showed some paperwork and also convinced the guards that who were a little perturbed that a Shaviri and an Emiwok were traveling with two Oligarian citizens. Excuse me.
I had to show my papers.
You had to show your
They asked
papers.
for my papers.
Yeah. And it worked.
It did.
Yeah.
They're authentic.
They are very real.
Born of the
And
city.
you guys were able to cross past the bridge, no trouble. You made your way to Leadville. Got to Leadville around nighttime. Andre, having been in Leadville previously, but only from when he was a child, making a trip,
wee lad.
a wee lad, from the Jade Forest up to Leadville. And Luna, you, after getting to the Griffin's wing, ran into some old acquaintances.
Friends.
Corona and Chester Trout Bottom. Getting a free meal out of that, and rekindling old friendships. And you guys spent the night at the Griffin's wing. Primo, being a solid D&D move, just going straight to bed.
Yes.
Acknowledging 8 hours is needed.
Correct.
Fact, science,
Yeah.
hard evidence.
Yeah, you hike all day. You fight a wyvern at the beginning of your day.
Go to
You get
sleep.
some rest.
Yeah.
Go to sleep after that.
You eat a turkey leg and go to sleep. So after that,
Yeah,
you
they
guys
probably
woke up,
juiced
and if I can recall correctly, I believe you guys just went kind of straight to.
Ed talked to the innkeep and said, "Hey, I remember
Your daughter.
a foundry we went to." And she
that's
said,
right.
"Oh, you can't miss it. It's right down the road."
Right. So she was talking about the. Let's see. I
He was
have-
talking about the Factorium Moldavithran.
So we all had a fun time pronouncing a really crazy name that Grant.
We had a lot of. We still are having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it is called the Factorium Moldavithran. So Moldavithran.
I won't be able to read it. So
What are the last three letters? R-A-N.
RAN.
Moldavithran.
Moldavithran. Yes.
If
The Factorum Moldavithran. And in there, you guys
the forge.
ran into, you were greeted by a deacon, a Kenku deacon of the Instromotus of this specific Factorum. And you guys made some requests. Luna rolling pretty well on your history, remembering like, oh, these deacons, like this is a place of worship for them. They don't speak, but we can tell them our requests and or ask them a question. And they will bring us to the correct place or the correct person to answer such questions. Of such, you guys then you were greeted. The deacon brought you to. Can you turn down that music just a smidge?
It's not my phone. It was my phone.
is that grandson?
No.
No.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Didn't want that too loud.
Is that
back.
okay right there?
You go up a little bit.
No, be right back where we were.
Yeah, that's good.
Right
Let-
here.
yeah, that lower one. Let's do that. Just want that background ambiance. Not doing the Dune soundtrack in here. The deacon then brought you to Armor Foreman Culpin, the old man adorned in robes and some plaques of metal. And he is the master of the armory for this Factorum. You guys displayed some items and artifacts that you've collected
Yeah.
upon your journey thus far since really since the beginning of the campaign. And the armor Culpin immediately was just kind of like, oh wow, you guys have some seriously
Yeah.
heavy
We're not
gear.
basic bitches.
No,
My
no,
guy.
you are not.
No.
And he said, let me instead bring you to Forgemaster Monazut.
Monazut.
And it was following the foreman, the foreman of the armory. You guys were brought down polished granite hallways of dark hues of gray, not black, but upon entering the Factorum, you've noticed a lot of just darker earth tones that resemble that of different types of metal, brasses, bronze, copper, a lot of dark grays. It seems that incense seems to be lit in many, many places. Every few steps, a different small shrine carved out of the granite, walls, depicting some sort of sculpture or some sort of depiction of an ancient arcane relic. Luna and Primo, both of you, being from the Oligarium, specifically Stormsend, know that the Instromotus are, some would consider a cult who worship, who praise, and who seek the ancient arcane technologies of the lost kingdom of Mynd'aether. The high Imperium back in the day that was that all sorts of incredible arcane creation came from, almost the peak of technological advancement for this setting, and then it was all lost because of the fall and everything and the strife that happened afterwards. And since then, the Instromotus have been paying paying explorers or mercenaries to go out and retrieve lost artifacts or clues or instructions or any types of writing of these lost arcane artifacts, or themselves going out with their Motus warriors or their Forge clerics themselves, clearing out old ruins and trying to dig up the arcane and technological secrets of the past to try and backwards engineer and recreate them for modern times.
Cool.
And so
Is this like a mind or that what is this power? Like
the power
Yeah.
so the power of Mynd'aether, which is the old in like the old kingdom as that we've referred to. It's not that like, you know, they harvested one specific thing. It's just that the High King of that time was an incredibly gifted intellectual and arcane gifted person who seemed to live longer than most mortals. He seemed to be blessed with innate
life.
arcane ability,
Yes.
and that granted him, you know, the ability to help others achieve like great technological wonders, such as one of which is in your head. You know, you have this arcane techno eye in your head.
Yeah.
That is basically a mockery of the creation of the technology back from that time. You know, that is the best modern equivalent. Well, not the best, because your eye is basically from
Fitty.
exactly. Your eye is made from the gang family's mechanics.
Mediocre.
You don't have an official like Instromotus arcane techno eye, but if you did, it would have
trust
different
it, yeah.
benefits and all that. But even then, like, you know, the modern design, the modern efficiency of any sort of prosthetic, because you've seen soldiers who've like, you know, lost their arms in battle, but they have,
Oh sure.
you know, these arcane techno arms or legs. You've seen a horse, you know, a draft horse with those legs. And certain miners, the miners of the Oligarium, some of them have like, you know, a fixed permanent kind of like respiratory
Sick.
pieces to help avoid with rock lung, with digging in the mines.
Dang.
And these are all, you know, backwards engineered, you know, things that the Instromotus help one backwards engineer and fabricate and create and trying to continue to perfect in modern times.
Sure. Okay.
Still falling shy of the true magnificence and efficiency of the technology from the old kingdom. So,
There you go.
yeah, there are certain efficiencies that are close to equivalent these days. There are certain technologies and arcane abilities that can almost match, but not exactly.
Okay.
And it is the Instromotus who is the main driver of like the librarium of the Oligarium. They're obsessed with finding any old writings and books and scrolls of like, we just want to learn the history, to learn from our past, and any old spells and anything they like could do with the past, we'd love to learn about it. Whereas the Instromotus is like any artifact,
Sure.
any sort of engineering feat,
Sure.
we will pay you handsomely for that,
Sure.
because we want to try and replicate that. So that's the Instromotus. So going through these halls, you know, incense, candles, different oils burning, you know, different relics and shrines, depicting either old historic forge clerics of significance, or, you know, granite sculptures depicting significant arcane items of the past, things like that. And you guys are brought down this long hallway, polished granite, and all these dark colors resembling different hues of the iron. And in front of you, with his back to you, this tall figure wearing, you know, this cloak, these robes tattered at the bottom, you know, different segments of what appears to be like chainmail, but then also like chain link and segments of like different stamped plaques of metal along his back, is Forgemaster Monazut, this tall figure who is on this balcony overlooking the Factorum itself. You know, now you guys see the grandeur, this almost cathedral resemblance in size, these high ceilings with these carved out granite structures, these stained glass windows, but not stained glass with, like, you know, the beautiful hues of purples and rosy colors that you see in some churches like that of the Last Lantern, but instead all of these stained glass windows, again, different hues of grays and smut and smoke from the forges, maybe different, like, you know, some stained glass windows almost looking like they are purposely resembling like the burning coals within a forge itself.
Cool.
You know,
Damn.
and you hear the clanking, the hammering of iron at anvils, the ratcheting of chains and levers being pulled, the breath of forge and industry you behold in front of you as Monazut, the Forgemaster, who watches over and operates this Factorum for the Instromotus, seems to be kind of holding his hands out as if he is the conductor for an orchestra. And this is his symphony.
That's tight.
The armor master Culpin, the armor foreman Culpin, and the deacon step ahead of you, kind of gesturing to your party to, like, please stand there. And they come ahead, and armor master or foreman Culpin leans down and goes, Forgemaster Monazut, I present to you a group of travelers, and on them they behold questions and artifacts I consider of significance for your overview. And the Forgemaster, you see he kind of drops his arms and turns around, and, you know, all of those kind of, like, you know, ribbons of chainmail and all that, as he turns, you see I would say like 2/5 of his face appears to be some sort of metallic mask with, similar to your eye, how you have one eyepiece, he has three. There's the original eye and like this glass lens there that is green, and then like next to that there's like another one that's smaller, and above that there's another one that's like blue.
Tight.
He's got some sort of, like, you know, partial mouth respirator and, you know, this high kind of pointed metallic cheekbone, and you see some which is odd, like, you know, coming out of where his like air pipe is for his neck are like different types of like seeming metallic tubes kind of coming down to that and going further down into his cloak.
It's good with the gang, huh?
Yes.
And
You want to come with us?
you look like a cool guy.
Later, dude. Yeah. What time do you get off?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for $5.
Forgemaster
Eons.
Monazut will hold out his hands. Welcome to the Factorum. How may the Instromotus be of service to you today? And what artifacts might I behold of yours?
You want us to roll for initiative because we all want to talk.
You're going to roll for talking first?
We can't.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah, just open roleplay.
All right. I've come
All right, I got...
No, I'm you first.
One at a time.
No, you first. Yeah, I don't know if it's an artifact, but I found a rapier that I cannot unlatch. It's kind of stuck, and it seems more than manpower has to be used to get it apart. If it means something to you, I would be very interested to know, but check it out. Then I show him what this
And you
silver
hold
rapier,
out,
yeah.
and the armor master will put on leather gloves that seem to. He will put on leather gloves that seem to kind of like almost be padded, like maybe there are some segments of like lead shielding inside of these gloves as he holds it.
Knew it, dude. I'm cursed.
And the deacon, the Kenku deacon, will walk ahead, and you see him kind of like pull at this chain lever system. And between where Forgemaster Monazut is and the rest of you, as the deacon pulls these chains, like this table just kind of like lifts out of the ground in front of you guys.
Whoa.
And the deacon also like starts taking out some of his like tools and instruments and laying them out onto this granite slab table for the Forgemaster to assist in his inspection of your item.
Sick.
And Armor Culpin will lay the sword down on the table. Monazut, as he steps, it is not with the cadence of what appears to be like a healthy human or human with functioning hips. There is kind of this like limp, and like you could swear you hear like the clinking of like there's a step, and then there's like tink, tink, like two tinks of metal, and like step and tink, tink, like two tinks of metal. But you can't see anything under like these.
He's not invited.
There's these long robes kind of conceal all of his steps and all that. But he makes his way up to this table to analyze, and you see like one of those lenses kind of like zooms out, and he will hold out his hands, and the deacon will start lighting incense and like lighting it around and like kind of like waving one of those
braziers.
What's that called?
The brazier.
Well, it's like that metal ball that like put incense in that. He'll start just waving one of them around, just kind of like doing circles around this platform. As the Monazut, and then you hear Monazut, like he's not even like talking to you guys. It's more like he's talking to himself and go analyzing. And you see him kind of whispering under his breath in a language that is not common. It is a language that is not Orcish. It is a language that is not Elvish. It seems to be some very hard spoken, like, and he's kind of just speaking and muttering under his breath as he's analyzing.
Is it draconic?
Roll history. I would allow anyone here to roll history for this.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt.
I don't know.
Do you know? Your brain might ring when you find it.
15,
I don't know, like
20.
20.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
That's different.
Oh, there it is.
That's why we roll, baby.
Cheers.
That's right.
Cheers, everyone.
Good start.
Oh, I didn't check what I add to that.
Yeah, you just rolled a flat 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you add to that?
Add numbers, boys.
17.
17. Okay.
21.
Perfect. Well, not 20 is all you needed. More than enough, sweet boy. Ed, you would know this, but I'm going to expand on it for Josh's sake. So, Josh, being of the Shaviri and being of the Warlock class, there are parts of history that fascinate you, and you actually read about this when you were a kid, prior to your trip to Leadville. Your father had you read about the Oligarium and just understand what he would perceive as some of the, not threats, but just the difference in culture that would maybe seem sharp and abrasive to you. One of which is that there is the Instromotus. And kind of detailing a lot of what I already told you guys before. And additional to that, the Instromotus have their own language. It is a language that seems to mimic the grinding of metal, the clanging of hammers, and the drag of chains. They are that obsessed with
It's so tight.
the forge and with metal.
Over here.
And it is a language that is only spoken within the Instromotus and is not shared even with high council members of the Oligarium, unless you are within the Instromotus. So Monazut appears to be muttering this to himself. The inset waves up. And Monazut analyzes this item, and then kind of coming out of his trance of the Instromotus language, classification, heretical artifact, level gamma. He stands up and places his hands, some of his fingers being kind of like these metallic like these metallic kind of claws almost. This is a soulbound item. It is ancient. And it is cursed.
I fucking figured it out moments ago.
The soul that is bound within this item is very persuasive. It is very strong. And it will only involve itself if seen a benefit to gain. Unlocking it will take convincing of a persuasive soul. And he kind of steps back from the platform.
Yeah.
That would be 25 gold. My services are not free. A service by the Instromotus is a privilege.
Do you take rubies as well? Or rubies currency?
Gladly. And he holds out his
One
hand.
Ruby?
It's 50 gold.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a ruby, and then I guess
Take a look at my eye.
I've never taken it out before. If I need to, I'll let you do it. But could you look at my eye? And I just prod my eye.
As he approaches you,
Dude.
the hand that he reached out to grab the ruby from you is instead now going to go up to your face and kind of go up to your face, and you see from between the robes a third hand kind of come out purely metallic on a lever system, on hinges, and come out, grab the ruby from you, and go back into the robes.
Nice. Okay. Yummy.
Monazut inspects your eye. Let's roll for that.
I guess I'm curious if I guess you probably would. I suppose I'm curious if you think it's broken or unsatisfactory.
Ask if you can make advancements.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
Enhanced.
Yeah.
Doing it in my own way.
Unsatisfactory would be the ideal word for such a backwater piece of Arcane technology.
Okay, it's my
You
eye. So
obviously chose to have this installation into your body through other means than the Instromotus.
it's hard to get here, but
This eye is in no way faulty. It does not meet the requirements that the Instromotus sets.
It's a Team U eye.
no, I'm just gonna give him another ruby and just ask if he can at least get me to basic level of functionality. Nothing crazy, but something to your worst standard would be pretty great for me.
We would need to completely replace this installation.
Take that ruby back.
Okay. No. I don't know this place at all, and this dude can probably kill all of us really easily.
Maybe stop throwing rubies around.
No.
Got it.
Just historical context, the Instromotus is known as many things, but they're also known to be very accommodating if paid.
It's money, bro. Yeah, everyone likes this shit.
My bad.
No.
You should
Whereas, certain branches of, let's say, the Last Lantern, whereas, obviously Juniper's not going to be one who would be bribed over.
Sure.
Whereas the Instromotus is
okay, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. It's what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, buy a new one.
Okay, I agree.
Excellent.
Let's discuss cost first, though.
I got so many rubies, buddy.
Yeah, for real.
How many rubies are you offering?
I have 2 left. So one, I guess, was a good
You
faith.
have a lot of gold, though.
Not a lot, but I'm also not trying to drop gold on any eyeball. Yeah.
So the reason that you originally got your family gangster mechanic to do this eye installation to you is one, you had an injury earlier. That's why you had to get the eye.
yeah.
You couldn't afford
That's what I'm
the
saying, that's why I
baseline
approach him.
Instromotus eye because that's a
Yeah.
300 gold piece eye starting baseline.
That's his eye is 300 gold?
No.
Oh.
That's the baseline Instromotus, like low tier eye. You did not have 300 gold.
Still though. Yeah.
You're close. I'll pitch in.
No, I do not have close. I think I have
How much you got? I'll pitch in. I got you.
152. 153.
You have 153 and 2 rubies.
Yeah.
But does that ruby he threw at him give him credit towards the new thing, or that was just a gesture?
The ruby he gave to him was, covered 25 gold of
50.
of the anal. Yeah, 25 of 50 from the ruby for the analyzation of the
Yeah.
sword.
Yes.
So I'll give you a ruby. I want you to get this eye.
Okay. If that's the case, and if
Yeah.
you have one, sure.
So he communicates with him that it's 300.
Yes.
Okay. So I say I want you to this is good for the group. I want you to have this. I take out my ruby. I only have one. I give it to Primo.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
We're here now. This is
yeah,
the
we're
best.
here now.
This is the best you can get.
Yeah. I'll fucking give him. I'll just nod my head and give him 3 more rubies. That's all I have left.
Right.
So don't.
That's
fucking-
175 plus a piece. You get 25 credit.
Sure. And then I'll give him.
25 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. That should cover that should be enough for
Thanks,
a
buddy.
baseline Instromotus installation. You will get the baseline higher if you pay higher. There's 3 tiers above that. The higher the tier, you can actually choose not only the color, but also the different types of abilities that eye might grant you.
You guys
Okay.
have mine?
Based off of the scale starts jumping up pretty like the cost goes up exponentially from there because instead of having any sorts of failure going forward, again there's higher tiers is like not only are you not risking failure in an enhanced vision and perception, you are now also getting different types of abilities with those higher
cool, sure.
types of eyes.
Sure.
But that cost is huge.
So it's not like 25 extra gold.
3 vials.
And that's the total.
Okay.
Nice.
I guess I'll just kind of step back and wait for my operation if someone else wants to go.
The Monazut gestures to and he speaks. Deacon Chisholm, please bring our
Primo.
Primo down to the rooms for operation and engineering. And the deacon, who's now been named or referred to as Chisel, puts down the scepter of incense and gestures to you to follow him. And if you decide to follow him, he will lead you to the operating room.
Yeah, I am curious what they want to inspect, so I'm going to wait for that.
Okay.
And then,
If you want to wait, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Understood. Do you guys have any other items?
I was just trying to find a great X +1.
Great X +1? Mm-hmm. For sure. We can do that.
Figured
I guess
it didn't need to be here. It just needed to be somewhere. Well, really, I wanted to trade my rusty bitch in and have her upgrade.
Okay.
That's your axe name? Rusty Bitch?
Rusty bitch.
Nice. Well, if it helps whoever, I have 28 extra gold if needed.
Can I go next?
Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So
we-
so basically,
Rusty Bitch
yeah,
Factory.
that's
My bad.
something that the armor foreman Culpin can assist you with. Of course, we can assist you with such a cost back at the armory. We have great axes and other swords of seemingly your preferred fighting stance.
Good. Drax is going to want to have that same conversation.
Except it's +2.
Or we just came down here for these two. So
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
And you see Monazut, after Luna says that, you see Monazut kind of cocks his head to you as the Shaviri. A privilege to have a Shaviri in the Factorum, as always.
Thank you for having us. I have 2 items of interest I would like you to take a look at.
Oh.
I hand him 3 scales of red dragon scales, and I say I would like dragon scale mail made with this.
All right.
It's an. I'm looking at things in here.
I know. I'm just saying.
What is that? Not like. Is that not?
I'm just picturing it in my head.
Okay, wait. Above table.
Yeah.
My first idea was to try to do like an Iron Man chest plate with the egg in the middle, but I don't even. Is that?
The egg's like the size of a pineapple.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I got a big chest.
Huge chest piece.
What? I'm not as familiar. What's the best way to use dragon scale?
I don't know. I'm
As
just
a
picturing
warlock, or do you
I'm
need
a
to
war-
be?
I want, yeah, this is.
Do
this
you have
is
to be
medium-
proficient with scale mail or anything like that?
Scale mail is
It's medium armor.
It's medium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Are you a hexblade?
What?
Are you a hexblade warlock?
Oh my god. That's such a good question. That's one of the things I answered right away.
Because I remember certain classes of certain subclasses of
think
warlock can only do light armor, and certain subclasses, such as the hexblade, they can have proficiency with medium armor.
I don't even know where.
Where would that be in here? Sorry.
In your Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook.
Proficiency, I have light armor currently.
Warlock.
But now I'll just try to do light armor.
But I want a little bit more. My armor class is low.
So yeah, warlocks are proficient in light armor.
I'm a drow. I'm a dark elf.
That doesn't change.
As a warlock.
I have Fey ancestry.
That doesn't change
just
your
a
armor
warlock.
proficiencies.
What are you?
You're always.
I have really long, cool hair.
I'm on features and traits.
I don't know, man.
That's all I got, man.
Here at Mile High Dragons, we're all still reminding ourselves of our classes and features
There's a lot
and
of
traits.
information.
It's
now.
never going to change.
And also just a reminder to our
So you're saying I can't do medium armor, most likely.
if you are not a hexblade. I believe hexblades are the only subclass of warlock that can
I
do
think you'd
medium.
know.
So think
If you
about
were.
other options. You could put it at the
what
top
are
of
the other subclasses?
put it at the top of a staff.
There's a lot. There's a few options of subclasses. You should go to your class because you're on D&D Beyond, and I don't know how exactly that works, but it should say like warlock, and then there should be a subclass underneath that.
Just go back real quick.
Yeah.
What is this?
Dark elf, drow, warlock, the great old one. Great old one.
The great. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Hold on. No. So
Still not gonna help.
I think that's your like patron.
Yeah.
that's your patron.
This is so embarrassing.
Yeah,
I think you
it's
would know.
light armor, my guy.
Josh,
Yeah,
can
it
you
has
put
to be.
the gem into a weapon?
No, but I want to do something with the
The egg.
armor. Yeah, the.
The pineapple.
How big do you think dragon
No.
scales
With the.
are?
I want to do something with the stinger. Maybe the egg, but also the scales. So can I get light armor made out of the scales, or that's not going to work?
So asking Monazut this, he responds with, "Impressive to have 3 red dragon scales. The request that you are asking for requires many more scales from a dragon. All imagine, if you will, harvesting a piece of ore from the mountain. You do not simply put that ore into the forge and hammer out a sword. It must be reduced, refined, restructured, repurposed. The same would have to happen with all materials, including that of dragon scale.
You need a lot to make a little.
Should I just sell them to him?
Sure, or just barter. Be like, yeah, I'll give you these. Can you tell me what this can do?
Okay, so I'm going to start easy.
Great.
I'm going to say thank you for the information.
Give him
I hand him the Wyvern stinger, and I say,
Impressive.
my old blade is dull, and I would like a new one made. Could you turn this into a dagger for me?
For either a great cost, a favor, or additional trade. Yes.
Favor.
What favor do you speak of?
Acquisition
Okay.
of substantial treasury. Acquisition of relics from the past. Acquisition of arcane items of significance.
Does this offer extend beyond the dagger? Because I do have an additional item, and I believe my guests are also interested in some items from your group.
The items that your compatriots will take from the armory are of their cost. This transaction between you and I exists between the items that you have and the requests or trades made between you and I.
I
Additional arcane items you mentioned.
My bad.
Please,
No.
let me behold the additional items you have.
I take the egg that's the size of a pineapple.
You show him the egg?
Yes.
Okay.
He comes.
I say,
Oil.
I came about this through a very specific journey. I hand both the stinger and the egg to him, and I say, I want to know more about the egg.
This whole time, like the still flesh part of his face, like the very human structure part of his face, like what very few pieces of hair he has left on his eyebrow, the bags under his eyes, like this, though you see the flesh and like the human face, like it has been expressionless this whole time.
Oh, baby.
As soon as you bring out that egg, you see his eye, this
Andre's
old
about to get cocky.
this eye would, like, you know, this the face of this man looks like, you know, maybe in his 80s. Like he's old for like that part of his face. You can see like it's got like the leather, like the liver spots and all that. It's old. And like, you know, there's kind of like a cloud of white over his eye, but like as soon as you bring out the egg, you see his eyebrows raise and his eyes get wide. And like all three of his like other kind of like arcane bionic eyes on the other side just start kind of like zooming in and out. And you even hear the deacon chisel. If you've ever heard a crow kind of like make its like low like it does that like in the back of its throat. It's like it's standing next to you, Primo. So it's like you can
Fuck, dude.
kind of like that. Like
Should we go? We should probably leave now. Yeah.
Can I hide?
No. I need 2 eyes first.
do you put this on the table in front of between you and Monazut?
The egg?
Yes.
Yes, I put the egg and the dagger, and I say, these are the 2 items I am looking for you to work with.
The dagger. Is this the dagger?
Sorry, not the dagger, the stinger.
The stinger. Got it. Okay. Monazut beholding the egg and
He
like
doesn't give a shit about the stinger.
no, you put a wyvern stinger in front of him.
I wanted to get the deal first, and then be like, actually.
He was saying like, "Oh, impressive!" Like when you laid that out, I was like, I didn't expect like you four to have that, but hey, good for you guys. You know, he sees that shit a lot, much more. But as soon as you bring out the egg,
yes.
analyzing, and you see him kind of like go back in and chisel. The
Despite
deacon
his
leaves
speed.
you and like
100%,
starts like doing the incense chant again, and
He's walking twice as fast now.
and like, you know, it seems to be like very like throat singing kind of guttural.
Mongolian.
In a curious tone, because like Mono's at this whole time so far has like not really shown
Give it a shit.
like any sort of rise or emotion with his voice, but
Yeah.
like now you can hear like a curious tone like coming from his voice. Unknown origin.
Oh shit.
You are ancient artifact. No being. Not soulbound. Contains soul of self.
I should write that.
Dormant state. Incubating. Petrified. Status unclear.
Wow.
Ancient status. Possibly Age of Commons. And as soon as you guys hear Age of Common, everyone would recognize that that is the age before the Age of Enlightenment, which is when
Wow.
Mynd'aether started.
Yeah.
Before.
And
Thanks,
and
Mm-hmm.
and the age before the Age of Common was the Age of Red Clay, and like that was the time of creation.
Sick.
So possible age of common, perhaps older.
Still hasn't hatched.
Shard, innate arcane enhancing and focus ability. Kind of steps back and you see his like all of his like eyes kind of and like you hear kind of like what seems to be like you hear like chains kind of tightening around his chest as he seems to stand up like 6 inches taller. He is like 7.5 feet tall, like now standing like seemingly wanting to stand tall and such of an incredible item in front of you. I will offer you 850 gold pieces for this item.
I don't know.
That's a lot of gold.
So he was saying a lot of things while he was analyzing it. You should get a recap of that.
I'm going to listen to the tape. I took a couple notes.
Okay.
Oh, but you're saying from
I'm
right
saying
now.
right now.
Oh, gotcha.
You're paying for an analysis.
Yeah.
That is a most generous offer. Can you tell me a bit of what you've discovered?
Looking over the egg, again, like the bottom part of the egg, when Resh presented this to you, it was this spherical, pineapple-sized, very smooth stoned egg that has, these veins of what seem to be kind of like quartz turning into like different rainbows of colors, and like the core of the egg almost as dark as the black, blues, and purples of the cosmos itself. So like it's like this translucent kind of like you can look into the egg and see almost infinity, but like when you look at a piece of like marble or quartz and like on the surface of it is like these veins of like different colors, and it's like that, but like instead of it looking like stone, it's like these all the different electromagnetic spectrums of the like rainbow and like different hues and colors like that. And you've known that when you've used different spells in the past, that egg, when you were holding it, seemed to help and like be a focus for otherwise spell components. And like depending on the spell and the class of that spell, a color would emit from that egg.
Yeah, I took a note that I wouldn't need any resources to use more advanced spells that required them.
Correct. So that is what we call an arcane focus. Okay. It basically replaces some arcane focuses, replace certain spell components. This covers it all.
But I don't have spells that heavy yet that require resources.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, all right.
But I mean, like, you also only know that about this egg.
Right.
The other thing that you know about this egg, Resh imparted 2 pieces of information on you.
Mm-hmm.
It is very old, and it has been without parents for a long time.
Okay. So what is he telling me right now?
And Monazut is basically saying to you, this is a very significant arcane, ancient item that was not manufactured. This is something of nature of itself. And
Nature's magic.
he told you carefully like what you already knew, and that it's basically arcane focusing ability, but he also mentioned arcane enhancing ability as part of his analysis. Again, like when he's doing an analysis, he's just kind of like, a nerd reading an Excel sheet and just kind of like speaking out loud.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. Thank you.
And he did say, this is not soulbound. It contains a soul of itself. It's in its dormant state. Is it incubating or is it petrified? He's unsure.
He's unsure. So I kind of look at the group and I say, I do not intend. Well, can I say this to them privately, or
You have 3 members of the Factorum in your immediate vicinity, and then like within 15 to 20 feet from you are members of the Modus, which are those
fair enough. Okay, no, that's
soldiers.
Cool. I get it.
You don't have privacy right now.
I can say it privately.
So I know. I'm not looking for the butt chat, dude. I look at the group and I say, Monazut has been very generous in his offer. I believe I would like to keep it. However, I'm interested in transforming it into potentially a staff that I might carry. would you all be interested in embarking with me on the ask that he has for me for the cost of this item?
It depends what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah. Short answer is yes.
Just make the
Yeah.
staff.
Well, so you gave me like the maybe.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to be a dick here and like.
You're just making a staff.
No, just
I
would
want
say-
to take advantage of it.
Sure. I would think.
And I'll dish out cash for whatever you guys want to make too in exchange. I make that clear. Give you the ruby.
And in like referring back to like the discussion that you had with him before, he offers to you.
A deck.
He offers to you like not only will I pay you the 850 gold pieces, I'll also absolutely turn your wyvern tail into a dagger.
No, I'm not. So
That's on the table for sure. I'll do that.
dude. Yeah.
So I look back at.
Actually, hey, we're gonna take a quick break. Sorry,
that's fine.
getting a call from the missus. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Right now, my wife and I got a lot going on in our personal life, and I just need to be ready at a phone call just to kind of be available for some certain life situation stuff. But it's all good. Anyways, top of the being back from the break, group just wants to have a quick apology to our guy Josh Andre.
Wait, what'd you say? The group?
The party.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of us want to apologize to Josh because it's been a while since any of us here at Mile High Dragons, we try our best to be a bi-weekly D&D live play podcast. So that means ideally we're playing once every 2 weeks. Us all being adults, fathers, husbands, working professionals, we don't always actually get to have that 2-week interval, and sometimes someone's house catches on fire or something bad happens, and you got to take some breaks in between, and life happens, and you forget to crack your books and remind yourselves of what subclasses of the warlocks are. And so Josh's subclass is...
So Josh gives the
great
group
old
an
one.
apology.
The great
I
old
understand.
one is Josh's subclass for Andre. But yeah, just going forward, as our promise to you, our faithful listener, whether it be 1 or 100 of you, we will do our best to, one, try and make this a bi-weekly podcast, one, for our own sanity, because we just love being at the table and
Fun.
rolling with the boys, having
Everything else.
fun.
Yeah.
But two, also just to, as a homage to, in respect to the listeners, and also just for the flow of the game, just to understand the basic mechanics of the game and, be familiar with our material going forward. But anyways, we are back.
This is going to be episode like 30. We might have dozens of listeners by now.
Right.
Yeah. Who knows?
In 2030. It's third Christmas. Anyways, so Monazut, you offered Monazut this egg. Not offered,
I did
but
not offer it.
You did not offer it. You said, I want to make this basically a staff.
I
This
didn't
will
even
be
say that yet. I said I want you to
go
take a
over
look
it.
at this.
Yeah. And he gave you his analysis.
Yes, he gave me my analysis. I looked at the boys.
Offered
and,
you 850 gold pieces,
Yes.
as well as turning your wyvern tail into a dagger.
Yes, and he also offered that there would potentially be a favor in installment for any work that I would want him to do.
Right.
Yes.
And so the Instromotus, again, famously, if you don't have the gold to pay for this, great axe +1, they're like, sure, we'll give you this weapon, but you are now indebted to us to go out and collect some artifact or intelligence of equivalent value to that item or greater.
Yeah.
So,
But he only offered it to me.
well, you're the one at the table with the egg.
I feel like you saying he's offering it to broke people, though.
Well,
You think I'm broke?
he's,
I got
he's really profiling you as a Shaviri right now.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right. I
Some hippie from the rainforest.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, I get it. I look at Monazut and I say, although your offer is beyond generous, I plan to keep the egg. It was given to me on a great journey, and it was instilled to me to care for it. However, I would like to house it within a staff. Would you be able to build and create a staff for me that had the egg at the top.
Yep.
If you're holding
What's
it
what?
right way,
I'm trying to
be
think.
upside
I was
down,
going to say
too.
helm, but we're not still on a ship.
that's fine too.
Have the egg be the base of the staff.
Yeah.
Clink.
The egg be embalmed in the top. The dragon scales that I do have may somehow be incorporated into either the staff or the grip. And the wyvern stinger, I would like it to be a contractable dagger at the base that I could release and contract at will.
This is the beauty of the Shiviri people. Always so creative and artistic in so many facets of life. It is good to speak with one of you again. I will hold on to this artifact for you, and I will construct this device as best as I can. The equivalent exchange cost will be very high. I do not have a specific item I am looking for or plan set as of right now, as we are in the middle of war preparations in factoring weapons and refurbishments for the war efforts against Danheim as the alliance is broken.
Damn, you guys are not.
What we can do is write and seal in blood a signature of promise that you will be indebted to the Instromotus, and that will be given notice upon reference of an acquisition of this artifact for equivalent exchange.
Basically saying like, we can give you a contract, and it's going to be written in blood, and once we're ready for you to pay that back, then you have to act on that.
But they're going to hold on to my shit until that.
They're going to hold on to it, and they're going to make it for you,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. In the meantime,
Thank God I don't have to sign that.
Is it assumed that the contract will be executed prior to the new weapon being created? Like, am I not going to get the weapon back until the contract's executed?
I mean,
And we'll have to go back to
The-
Leadville for that.
just based off the discussion and everything going on, like you would know that this weapon, what you're asking for, wouldn't even be ready to in a week.
Yeah, no, I know, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just asking that, like, if we go to the Shiviri Nation, we stay there for a little while, we do some stuff around there. Can I like pick it up on my way out, or am I gonna get this shit like in 2027?
Let's roll.
Oh shit! I wish I saved my 20. All right.
All right.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a flat D20. I'm gonna roll, and then you're gonna roll, and then we're gonna get the middle of those two numbers. So just flat roll. So I got a 10. What'd you get?
So warming
Did a
it up.
9, dude.
5.
Also,
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so halfway between 10 and 5 is 7.5. Okay, so
7.5 hours.
Months.
Please don't say months. Please say weeks.
say fucking days, bro.
I would take weeks at this point.
it would be weeks. It would be weeks because one, you're asking for this item would require the direct involvement of the Forgemaster of this specific kind of creation. Like a typical Forge cleric wouldn't be able just to hammer this out. Like this has to have his oversight. Additionally, as you just said, like they are in the midst of war preparations. So like there are other priorities on the table.
We haven't
for them.
even been playing for 7.5 weeks.
Well, no, it's not 7.5 weeks of our time. It's 7.5 weeks of like in your game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where each roll takes 3 hours.
Yeah. Let's just
Fuck
fucking
it.
quick roll 7 weeks, dude. Let's just
You
hang
guys want to take a really long rest from the civilization? Little
No,
R&R.
let's go adventure.
Let the ward bang out.
I mean, you're not really using it right now.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
so
leave it to it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tack on a fucking upgrade on?
Who said it was only for me?
Oh, okay.
I tried to ask at the very beginning.
Did you?
But I said, does this include all of our stuff? He said, no, just you.
I do have a last question for.
He basically pulls out a parchment, like from when his robes, like seeming like he's already had these things ready, and you see him like, kind of like he takes off like an inkwell, and starts writing his signature and this and that, and then for the cap of the inkwell, there is a pin that comes up from it, and he stabs his thumb on it, and then places the blood print of his thumb next to his signature, and then he pushes that paperwork over to you as the contract of we will make this for you when we are ready, as this is not a priority. But you need to do something for us of equivalent cost.
Yeah, 7.5 weeks.
Anticipated, yep.
Okay.
What's today's date?
Great idea. I have no idea.
We started the campaign in before mid-spring. It's almost the middle of spring. So I would say you guys are actually, I would say by now it's mid-spring. Yeah.
Cool.
I said,
Come back around fall.
how will you contact me with the contract?
You introduced yourself as Andre, the
Giant elf.
giant elf of the Shaviri. I have my ways. You're looking at an incredibly powerful figure of the Instromotus.
I just want to know.
He can contact you.
Fair enough.
Yep. If he knows your name, he can contact you. He knows your name and he knows what you look like, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. I take my current blade and I poke my finger and I smear it all over the contract wherever I want it to.
Just wiping it all over.
No, I know what I'm doing. I see the clear line.
Yeah.
I then, no, I'm just kidding.
You have to.
Take a cloth, I wipe my hand, and I stick it out to shake his, whatever appendage he hands me.
You see him look at your hands and give me an insight check.
Yes.
13.
You are extending your hands to a really old and powerful figure of the Instromotus that many people, probably even the same town, fear. And he's looking at your hand, thinking that he's in such a station of the Instromotus that not even the armor master that he works with would be oh, have a good day, see you Monday kind of thing, shake hands. He's looking at your hand he hasn't been extended a hand to be shaken in a long time.
Part of my reason in doing this is establishing trust with the egg.
Right. And you see him not hesitate, but be wow, I haven't done this in a while. And he reaches out with a human hand.
Yes.
And shakes your hand.
So as he shakes my hand, I take my other hand and clasp it around his. And I say, thank you. Eldritch Blast! I say,
Counterspell.
Thank you, I trust you with this dear artifact I have found.
Right.
I cannot wait to see what you do with it. And I let go.
And with his human hand, and then with the other hand that came out from within his robes, clasps over yours and kind of pulls you
Break!
pulls you in and goes,
As do I. Thank you for this privilege to harbor such an incredible artifact.
releases you.
I love this because I feel like they might learn more during this period too when we get this in a couple of years. But at least I'm not carrying it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm gonna have the spells that need that for a little bit here either. So
If you live long enough, this will be
that's what I mean. It's
a great staff.
I'll be gained off the white at that point, dude. All right, we're good. Thank
Cool.
you.
Yeah, great. Okay. Does anyone else have anything else? Do you guys were
Drax has a question for
Monazut?
Monazut.
Okay.
In our travels, we have come across information for the possible location of a powerful artifact called the Menculum. Would this be of interest to the Instromotus?
You see Monazut at the mention after that word immediately look to his compatriots, including the Modus warriors and the deacon and the armor master. And everyone just leaves. Everyone just dips. You are now on that balcony platform alone with Monazut. and he's going to turn around and with a kind of a wave of his hand, he also has some like chain, kind of like, imagine like, rings across his fingers, but like there's chains between him, and like you see kind of like he is creating from this like a wall of smoke and incense, encapsulating all of you guys. And then turns directly back to you, Drax. How have you come across such knowledge? Anyone can give me an insight check.
I'm gonna roll two. Good boy.
Then we do that from Juniper's old dude. Oh.
16.
The vibe has seriously changed from you guys meeting an impressive member of the Instromotus to, hey, here's a favor, here's an item, let's shake hands on it, to at the mention of a word, it's like you set off some serious alarms. And he dismissed everyone. How have you come across this knowledge? What you speak is of the highest level of heresy.
Who did we kill to get this? Did you guys recall?
Was that not the...
I think
Was
that
it the-
game, dude.
Yeah, that was the guy before the final boss in the cave. Wasn't it? Or was that from the cave?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see, dude. What's here?
That was the one I was gone. Then wasn't it?
Remember, we got this letter.
You from Thordak. Or it's not Thordak, the Cool.
Right.
So it wasn't the.
So the answer is
Oh, I guess at a Barakarab outpost.
You got this letter from the Cool.
That mangely little goblin that Drax snagged off and jumped off the cliff.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I
So
meant. Yeah, in that upper part.
the
So
Cool
the answer-
was. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, so just for a summary, the Cool was this basically a powerful enchanter, sorcerer, and worshiper, devoted worshiper, seemingly of Barakarab, but he served. The Cool, being an orc sorcerer, seemed to serve an orc warlord. The warlord's name.
Croak. No,
No, Croak. If you
Croak is the
The
deity.
warlord road tracks blood thing.
right, that's the orc warlord. Croak, the great Croak, is presumably from that letter. Seems to be a general of Barakarab.
Right.
And this general is sending out his minions saying, we are looking for an item called a Menkulum. Barakarab has lost this. This is of great significance to him. There seems to be a lot of turmoil in Barakarab's plane of hell because of this going missing. And there seems to be kind of like an all efforts in to find it. And the Cool and the Warlord seem to have gotten wind of that and are discussing it. Like, this seems to be a weakness of theirs. Maybe we could take advantage of this. But
Yeah, just tell him how you found it. It was nothing
So
malicious.
we give him that backstory that you just related.
We just hand
Yeah,
him
what
the-
you said.
We hand him the letter that we found.
Well, I don't think we want to give up.
No, it's just read this.
The message is we don't know exactly where it is. We just know an area of great interest.
okay.
Yeah.
And it would require immense effort to acquire this, of course.
And you are asking what about the...
If we were to go to the effort of acquiring this, would it be of interest to the Instromotus?
What does it do?
What can you tell us?
So Luna and Andre and Drax are all asking this high member of the Instromotus.
What is it?
The group, you guys can roll a group persuasion check.
How's that work?
You all just roll.
Yeah, everyone just rolls.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Persuasion check?
18.
11.
13.
I'm just listening.
You can offer.
No, I'm sitting with no fucking eye right now, dude. Just wait.
We haven't taken out your eyes yet. But
I'm just waiting. No, I'm good.
you got an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that having the previous discussion and like giving him
blood's on
the
the back,
egg,
right?
exactly, giving him the egg from before helps a little
I
bit.
shook with 4 hands.
It helps a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe bump that 18 up to a 20, then and just tell me what I need to know. Sorry.
A menkulum is a heretical classification alpha artifact. Very few people throughout all of Rovaksole know of these items' existence. You are now 4 of maybe less than 100 individuals.
Wow.
This is a very dangerous thing you speak of. Do not speak of this item outside. Do not speak of this existence in shadows or in
down the
places of even the light of the last lantern. You will be interrogated and quite possibly taken by the Centivian. The matters of which you speak have grave and heavy implications. For your own safety, I will not go further into describing to you what this kind of artifact is, but there are multiple, and they have incredible, dangerous influence in this world. It would be wise to not speak of this again.
I already can't talk about the enchantress, just add it to the list, dude.
Yeah.
You do. Your whole bag of secrets, bro.
Yeah.
We thank you for that knowledge.
You mentioned that one of the planes of hells of the Pentabis is. You see him kind of like he pauses and like you hear some like gears kind of like winding and like with a quiet jag of like chains seeming like inside of his robes. Like as he seems to be contemplating like even finishing asking this question. One of the planes of the Pentabis is missing its men column.
Yes.
Beware the knowledge I have imparted on you. Do not share it lightly. And I would be very fearful for one of the planes of the Pentabis might go to great lengths to acquire this item again.
Do you think this is why Danheim is suddenly changing, it seems?
You see.
Allegiances, you know?
Give me another insight.
Great question. Group insight?
Yeah, sure.
The group insight means we just go with the highest.
Yeah.
23.
15.
Yeah. Ooh, 23 as well.
Nice. 10.
Hell yeah, Primo.
Fuck, I don't know. Danheim.
How'd you get 23?
What is
You s-
group what?
The way he cocks
Oh,
his
insight,
head.
sorry. Wait, where did it just go? Oh, you moved to the top.
Hey, you guys are good.
21.
We're good.
The way he cocks his head is almost that of like, it seems to kind of like mimic that of like when a raven, a crow, or a kenku is caught off guard and curious by a sudden thing. And Primo's question, coming from a person like Primo, coming from a group such as yourselves, like, you know, a group who came in like, we've got a wyvern tail, like, make us some dragon scale armor, like, really typically he does not see you guys a lot. Like the reason the armor master brought you guys forward is because like of the silver sword and because you brought out the egg, and he's like, okay, this is like above my pay grade. I need to give this to the Forgemaster. Otherwise, like it would have just been him, the Forgemaster. But like you guys kind of like entered as like we're this fun young adventuring party, and like, but now it's like, but now you guys have asked a question of. And Luna, you, I would just say, kind of like based off of your knowledge of the Instromotus and also your knowledge of like the inner workings of the Oligarium, the 4-tier system of the classifications of heresy or heretical knowledge or artifacts within the Oligarium, alpha level being the highest, and it is like a logarithmic scale, like going from beta to alpha isn't just like, oh, it's a little bit worse. Like it's so much worse. It's so much worse. So when he's saying, it's like when he
Said gamma.
when he for the sword, that was gamma level.
Yeah.
The rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is still a classification of like heretical significance, but like the word, like the mention of Mencolum is like immediate alpha level. And for you to ask like, is this influencing? Really caught him off guard. And like that's why he cocks his head and looks at the rest of you. You are quite interesting and mysterious group. You come to me with significant items of mixed backgrounds. The Shaviri, the Emiwak, members of the Oligarium. You have artifacts of significance, and you ask intriguing questions, and also behold knowledge most foul. And he looks back at you.
We're for hire.
I think our contract will be of great benefit to one another,
Okay.
Mr. Andre and friends. The reason for Danheim's sudden betrayal of the Alliance is still a mystery. There are rumors and there is speculation, but none suggest the significance of the influence of a Mencolum.
Okay.
Would you be able to share anything more about why Danheim might have turned?
You are asking for military and strategic knowledge spoken at high levels of Instromotus, Fortamilius, and Centivian, of which I see no ranking members in front of me.
Well, that's up to you. You could change that.
I will say, although we do not have any ranking members of said groups, I think by the items that we have possessed and the knowledge that we have bestowed, there is something to be noticed on our journey.
To be quite clear, it appears the knowledge you have come across and the items you have acquired happen by chance. Earned, perhaps, but all by chance. None of you seemed to acquire this knowledge or information out of pursuit of trying to find. You instead stumbled upon these things and now are like mysteries that you have found to be riddled for you.
I think our group is in pursuit of greater knowledge. And we stand behind Stormsand.
I respect your inquisition of wanting to understand the complications of the conflict that is at hand and of the information that you know. But there are limits on what I can share.
I hand him my
For the
3
state.
scouts and I say, "What about now?"
I think it's probably time
No, I
to
know.
wrap
I get,
this
yeah,
up.
we're all
Yeah. Yeah.
We say thank you. Anyone else need anything?
Nope.
No.
Yeah. So what about his eye? He needs to pop that out now, huh?
Yeah.
We can provide operation
downstairs in our rooms,
Should I
if
go-
you are ready for
Yeah,
this.
find the deacon.
The deacons and some of our forge masters, as well as apothecaries, will be ready for you.
I guess, how do we get out of here?
You see him kind of like with those chained fingers and hands kind of like wave and like the smoke dissipates. And like
Okay.
you notice as soon as like the smoke dissipates, like that smoke wall those around you, it was perfectly quiet inside of that smoke. As soon as that smoke dissipates, the breath and the sounds of the Factorum just wash over you again. Like you guys didn't realize that like the clang of hammers and chains in the forge, none of that was happening while that
So cool.
smoke scurries up. Andre and friends, I would like to say, upon this visit, it was a true mystery, but a pleasure getting to meet all of you.
The pleasure was ours.
I would hope that you keep true to your heart and the Constitution what I have told you about the knowledge and the pursuit that you may follow and the knowledge you have. But know this. I would call myself now an acquaintance of yours. And if ever needed, please come back to the Factorum Moldavithran of Leadville. You are a most intriguing group to have met, and I hope to meet again. And you see him kind of like reach out and like, you know, say in Instromotus, like, and the armor foreman Culpin comes up and he whispers to him, the Monazut whispers to him, and the foreman gestures to you, Drax and Luna, saying, the armory is ready for your inspection upon the weapons that you would require. And Deacon Chisel comes up to you and kind of gestures to you in such a way that we are ready.
Yeah, I'll follow him for sure.
And either you can follow or...
I think I'll go with Primo on his operation.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, man.
We'll first go to you guys. What items are you looking for, guys? Were you doing some weapons upgrades here? What do we want?
Necromancer axe. Sorry, I mean just a regular axe.
No, I can already do that with my axe, so that's okay.
Yeah, I'm looking to upgrade my great axe, either to enhance my axe or to acquire a new axe,
So you want to enhance your axe?
or acquire a new axe.
Okay.
What are the options?
So a +1 weapon, just across the board, is +1 to hit, and then it's also +1 damage. So you just kind of add that to everything. If I am thinking correctly, a +1 weapon is also now considered a magical item.
Nice.
So it also has that benefit where certain...
Can hit things.
Well, it can hit things, and some of those things that would otherwise be resilient or more tough to non-magical weapons are instead actually, they would take that damage normally.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Would you like to do that? Okay. And what kind of weapon are you looking for?
Great axe.
Great axe? What are you looking for?
Same thing. I'm looking at Culpin, too.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, also remember, I gave you a vial of dragon's blood.
Oh, you did. Bit of a barter. Okay. Roll me a persuasion on that barter. Roll me a persuasion on that dragon's blood. You gave him one vial, right?
Yep.
No.
That's 15.
15
16.
plus 16? Okay.
Nice.
Your great axe, he invites you into the armory, and in front of you, like, you know, at first, like, you know, what's kind of seems to be kind of like, you know, this, you know, entrance into a small room where there are some weapons, like, you know, just for purely display. He then, there's these two great doors behind the desk where he was standing before, that you guys were originally having this discussion with him when you first walked in. And he opens those great doors, and it's like this hallway, this grand hallway that's like 300 feet long, 50 feet wide, 2 levels, and it is an armory. There are every classical weapon in here, and you see shipping crates of weapons being. There seems to be kind of like a shipping door, like in the back, where like horse-drawn wagons and cargoes is like being loaded up for weapons for the war initiative and like being sent out the back. But he brings you in, and another deacon who is working in this armory seems to like come up beside him, and like the deacon and Culpin. The Culpin kind of whispers to the deacon, and the deacon will take you, Luna, to a section where there's some great axes like on the right wall, and Culpin will take you to this another section where there's great axes on the left wall. Of the Emiwok tribe, of which I have always had fascination, I think some of these blades and handles over here would be more to your liking. Better leather bound, hides from dire wolves, dire bears, and additionally, he mentions the hide of a Gila monster.
Cool.
Excellent.
Now, he roll an insight on that real quickly.
That's a Gila monster, dude. Or it's a lot of fucking pelts.
3.
3. He seems to kind of be bragging about it. He's like, yeah, we've got the hide of a Gila monster wrapped around where the blades of our axes.
The hill monsters are of. Well, we have a relationship with the Emiwok.
I am aware, and that is why I wanted to show you these specific items. You can choose whichever one you want.
Okay.
And please describe to us what your new great axe +1 looks like. Drax's new axe.
It has it's steel, as the weapons are of this age,
Of course.
but the steel has a red tinge to it, which I find especially appealing, and the grip is of the Gila monster leather.
Correct.
Nice.
Which seems to be this dark, like not exactly black, but like this dark leather, and then it was cut in such a way. But you also knowing the stories of the Gila monsters, like they kind of have these large, like red leopard print spots throughout their body, so you see some of that adorned on like the handle. Hold on a second, I've got a fun nerdy thing that Culpin will mention to you these specific weapons, their enhancement doesn't so much come from a specific arcane or Forgemaster devoting time to their craftsmanship and the creation of this item, but also from the specific minerals that we harvest from the Bertol Mountain in the miners of Caxulum. And Caxulum is the huge mine, this hole that looks like a god took a shovel and just dug out the side of a mountain. That is the mine of Caxilm, and that is Caxilm. And that is the main mine of Leadville, and that is basically the mine that is dug into the Bertel Mountain, the Bertel Mountain. And out of this mine, the Caxilm mine is specifically known for gold, lead, zinc, but also pyrite, molybdenum, and tungsten. And Culpin kind of like rubs a hand like over the part of the steel like broadhead of the blade and goes, I can feel the specific shards of tungsten perfectly engraved inside of this blade.
So the alloy is what provides its enhancements.
Exactly.
This is a beautiful weapon.
We appreciate your appreciation. So that is your new great axe. The deacon, the other Kenku deacon, brings you over to some great axes your way, to the other side of this hall, and you see great axes that have they go from like the standard design all the way to much more kind of like gothic looking, sharper, elongated, kind of like almost to a drip point of a blade. Some of which seem to have like spikes coming out of like the hilts, like at the base of the mount, and also the top of the blade, kind of parts of the hilt. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And the Kenku, again, wordless, just gestures and kind of in a way of like this is to your picking. And you can pick out the blade that the great axe that you would like to describe.
I want to looking for one, an ornate one. I'm just imagining it would probably be there. But it's gonna have two faces on it, kind of like my god that I worship, Arlon, the god of life and death. So it looks one side's different than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's there.
Yep. And then wanted to. Well, no, we'll save that for the next one. I'm just gonna grab.
Okay. Yeah, that exact great axe is there.
Like you described and I described.
Yes.
I like the faces on the opposite sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Down in the operating rooms, Primo, you follow the deacon and are greeted by. You see for the first time in this temple like a female figure. She is a dwarf. Who is bald, her eyebrows are gone, her hair is gone. Nice. And she is in white robes that kind of have like, red sashes and adornment like throughout them, kind of like, around like where the cuffs would be and all that. And there are a few other of her station. These seem to be the apothecaries for this Factorum. Having known of the stories in the past, it's like, again, the Forge Masters and the Forge Clerics and other types of clerics for the Instromotus are of great value to the creation and fabrication of all things metal. But when it comes to the medical practices for some of these synthetic limbs, if we will, that is more practiced under the apothecaries of the Instromotus. And this is actually your first time seeing some of the apothecaries. Like because they don't leave the Factorums.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so wordlessly they greet you and usher you into a room where you see just a quartzite slab, a flat polished quartzite slab with like a white cloth over it. There's no pillow. And it is a room with like instead of like having candles or torches in there to help reduce the smoke, which could lead to infection during operating procedures, it is just like arcane bulbs that seem to be kind of like held at different chain mount lengths from the ceiling, and you go in.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Touched by the dentist.
I guess I assume I just have to lay down, so I go lay down.
Yeah.
They're like they come in there like you
Andre,
Take out your clothes.
Naked,
Andre,
towel over his
would you
midsection.
like to be inside of the room for the operation procedure?
Would you like me to come?
If you're trying to watch,
That's
sure.
not my old grade axe. Those guys were
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
mean,
Also, sorry, I forgot to mention this to you. The great axe for you, that is a 220 gold piece great axe. You, with the dragon's blood and the barter that you rolled, that will be a 190 piece, 190 gold piece great axe.
How much
Check
is
it out.
my
100.
staff gonna cost? Right, the word.
Huge.
Thousands.
Huge.
160 gold with the old great axe.
Huh?
160 gold with the old great axe.
Are you bartering on top of that? Okay, roll persuasion. They're just gonna melt it down.
23.
23?
22. Yep.
Deal.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. Harder.
Thanks.
And they call me up.
And yours was
I
220.
didn't want to carry around the extras.
So that
extra
I pay the 220, which leaves me with 8 gold and a ruby left.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. All right.
How many rubies do you have on you?
I have 1 ruby left.
He has 8 gold and 1 ruby.
Eight,
All right.
8 gold. Yeah.
So you lay down on the table. Luna, Andre, you are allowed to be in the room, but they ask you to sit
Hold his hand.
and no, just to sit. like they don't want you within like operation,
Absolutely.
like arm's reach. So
yeah.
you can witness this.
I watch.
And being a member of the Shaviri and being a member of your people of being from the Jade Rainforest, like this place is very industrial to you. Is like you are watching a procedure that like at first seems like, oh wow, like this is really calm and collected as like all the
That might be your
apothecaries
personal
come over
bonuses.
him, and like some of the deacons, and they all start like chanting in like that throat,
I think it's
like
plus one, plus one.
and like their hands are out, and like incense. No, there's no incense in here because of infection reasons, but like. They start like chanting over him, and you see Primo just kind of his eyes just kind of dissuade and shut, and then like a deacon you see takes out like from the wall, he opens up a cabinet, and like on this like sliding rail, glass vials that are suspended seemingly full of blood with tubes coming out of them and needles. He inserts them into like the wrists and arms of Primo as he is now unconscious. And what was chanting and seemingly kind of like a ritual before now becomes more of a medical practice as the apothecaries from that same cabinet start taking out different utensils and very clean and shiny different shapes and curvatures of knives and long tongs and things like that. And you hear lots of metal on metal, metal on bone, the pulling and popping of something coming out. A tray is held out, and Primo's mechanical original eye is laid down. And one of the deacons takes it away and puts a gray piece of silk on top of it, and like walks out of the room. And then in comes another deacon with a white silk covered platter, and like you see the new eye as it is pulled from the silk, and it's what catches you off guard is instead of it being like a sphere, kind of like a marble shape, it's actually it's like it's got that marble shape, but it's also got more of a coned angle to it. And you see also, oddly enough, what appears to be like roll perception real quickly. Yeah, roll perception.
Nice.
Oh, baby. 24.
24. Easy enough for you to see. You don't see, the front of what would now be the visible part of Primo's new eye, but you see like that conical shape going off the end, and from it you see him in like almost seeming like strategic little parts coming further off the end, especially at the tip of that cone, are these almost invisible small white wires. They seem to be sticking
Fiber
out.
optic.
They're just
Filaments,
to you. They look white and so thin, and like they're barely a centimeter long. The ones at the end are maybe an inch long. And if you didn't roll that high, you would have missed them. You wouldn't have even noticed them. And the apothecaries gather around as they, you see that platter disappear in front of them as they start installing this new eye into Primo. And the deacons in the back, though they are Kenku, and they cannot speak for themselves, they can mimic, and they start to mimic the throat humming of the Instromotus and kind of doing that ritual chant for the process of installation of a new synthetic, which is considered to them a blessing.
So this process is quite overwhelming for me, being highly industrial in a very sterile clean room, whereas my people come from a rainforest and water environment. So I sit down cross-legged and I meditate towards just the overall success and the health of Primo during the operation.
Okay. Okay. Fun. I like that. I like that a lot.
Helped
Because
you out today, baby. Let's do this.
I'm going to ask for you to.
That rolls a 1.
I'll ask for you to give me either you can give me a religion or an arcana check. Your choice.
Both the same. We'll do Arcana.
Okay. What is it?
That one.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'll take it.
Luckily, the professionals are in charge here.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, boy.
When you get a 20, you get a 1 the same game.
Yep.
Rolls.
I was about to say, based off of that roll, Primo's going to be able to roll with advantage on his Constitution save, but
Not gonna happen.
not going to happen.
Sorry, bud.
So,
That's okay.
Primo,
I'm still praying though.
you're just going to roll a flat Constitution save.
Okay.
Yep.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
1.
Could have just given you the talisman, but that's cool.
Dang, I got 7.
7. Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
You're
Probably true.
dreaming. What are you dreaming about?
Probably back home. Yeah, probably like grown up. Probably just she never cooked, dude. That's what's not great, but I don't know. Probably thinking of being back at home. I guess probably my mom. Probably maybe even Duke Poppy might pop in there.
Bob.
I don't know, just I guess random like alley dogs that I see, like
Yeah.
just friends of mine, I guess you could say.
In this dream, you feel light on your feet. You feel you're back in Stormsend, the place you grew up. You're going through the streets, going through the experiences that you've mentioned. Man, there's moments that feel like it's a memory and that it's real, and then there's parts where it's like it's almost like you know you're in a dream. And the only part of your body that you feel is the lightness of your feet.
I've flown before, so I'm gonna try to fly. See if I fly.
Okay, give me a wisdom check. Give me a
Dream check.
let's call it performance. Give me a performance check to convince your mind to allow you to fly in your dream.
14.
14. You can like do those really cool elongated kind of like moon jumps.
Sick. That's what I'm doing.
You're doing that.
You're doing that.
And things are it's as you discussed, but then all of a sudden you're in Stormsend and
Wow.
like you feel like you're mid jump and all of a sudden without warning your feet fall bam right back on the ground. This sharp pain shoots from your ankles all the way to your body, and then you have this incredible splitting headache. This this railroad tie getting put through your face. This incredible painful splitting headache, and the blue sky through the protective shield dome of Stormsend is it's gone. It turns into black. The walls crumble. Everything's crumbling. The ground is not beneath your feet anymore. Instead, you are now floating in blackness, just trying to concentrate on not having what feels like your head just ripped apart. And then all of a sudden, for a brief instant, right before you wake up, you're holding your head in this dream, and your eyes shoot open as you're about to feel like you wake up, and it's like you have a double vision for a second, because the first time your eyes open, instead of being in the room that you woke up in, it's still black, but the first thing that's in front of you, the first thing that you see is a total eclipsed sun with the coronas wisping out in long, dramatic ways in the pitch darkness, blackness That is the moon that is in front of the sun, and that lasts for less than a second before you wake up again and you are inside of the room that you were in before.
Okay.
And you take
I'm dead.
Takes the 100 seconds.
7 piercing damage.
Ow.
Ow. Ouch. What?
But
That's why I wake up, dude. What? Yeah.
but as you wake up,
Ouch.
you see out of both eyes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
One's in black and white, though.
I guess, yeah, is there an immediate change that I notice besides just not double vision anymore?
You know, it's like with
Can I
your
just,
other
like,
eye.
I guess, yeah, just glance around and see if there's delay or lag.
You know,
on
to
my eye
give
or
to give it a
something,
quick
you know?
field test.
Yeah.
I would say give me.
Just look over towards Andre.
You can either give me a quick perception, or you can give me a perception. Yeah.
See Andre drooling, meditating.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah. 14.
14 initial field test. Again, you're in a very close walled room in an operating room, and you notice Primo. You notice the bandage around your arm from where I don't know, something happened to your arm. Primo, it's where they had the needles in. But sorry, Andre. But giving it a quick field test in this room, you don't notice anything. But what you do notice is that, like, sometimes after you woke up with your previous eye, you would have a bit of that tunnel vision for a moment. That's not there.
Nice.
It's the first thing you notice.
Okay.
But it's crystal clear, and it seems to also very easily keep up with the direction of which you want to look.
Sure.
But yeah, there's no tunnel vision.
Is the deacon still in here?
No, it's just you and Andre.
Okay.
So I walk up to you as you're like, oh. I go, how are you feeling?
Strange. I think my eye probably feels okay, but it hurts a lot. Something hurt me.
You have a splitting headache.
I have a splitting headache though too, so
I wonder if you
happened to
can.
you
I wonder if you can
was-
see a distance better
that's what I was thinking.
for archery.
Oh, yeah.
I say what happened to you was intense.
I believe it.
I bet you did.
I'm feeling it.
And Primo, would you like to describe to Andre, as Andre looks at you, and what your new arcane techno eye looks like?
Oh man, I would.
Your color, your choice.
Okay, weird. I'm gonna go with like that kind of marbled look, I guess, for sure.
What color?
That's what I'm thinking. Probably, I don't know, since it's a generic eye from them, probably just whatever.
No, you get to choose whatever you want.
Yeah,
I know, but that's
Could
what
be
I want it.
Could be
because-
silver.
Yeah, but I don't know if I wanted that
What do you-
super crazy.
This is your eye forever.
Yeah, I feel like since it's just
until
my
the next
eye,
one.
dude. Until the next one, yeah.
Until you have another 3.
Probably just like a oddly colored, like marbly purple,
Hell yeah.
like for the whites of the eye. And then I suppose my
Iris.
iris would be, I don't know, white seems fun, like a marbly white. Just like, I'm just picturing like a purpley, like marble with a gold kind of crack going through the white. And then I think just probably a white pupil too. Just the fucking purple and white,
Dope.
just large.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, right there.
Andre, you behold Primo's new eye and are caught off guard by for the sounds and the what you witnessed during this operation. They cleaned him. He doesn't have a drop of blood on his face.
Yeah.
His face looks washed.
I just licked it off there.
Though he has a splitting headache, he doesn't look like he's been through battle. He looks clean. And, from the operation that you witnessed, the eye itself is actually quite stunning. It's beautiful.
Cool. I guess
I lean in close.
check it out.
I say I noticed this while you were under.
What?
You have very fine filaments extending from your pupil.
Like coming out of my pupil?
Well, no, like it was the cone going into the back.
Yeah.
So it was the insert.
Those are the. It's
It's
like neural. It's like neural.
I bring it back. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. I think there's more to this eye. What can you see?
I don't know. I guess let's leave this room. Try to go to a bigger room,
We can just
probably the
go there.
armory. See where they're at in the armory. If we can.
You can
Are we like?
zoom- can
Yeah,
you
like.
zoom?
Are we on a second level looking down? Can we see these two?
I'm going to be totally honest. I need a minute to develop the side. So
Sure.
I want to. You paid good money, and I want to give you something for this.
Fantastic.
So right now, you are just adjusting to your new eye.
That I'm down with that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting you to get a new eye when you go into the Instromotus, but that's on me as the DM. But I don't want to just like shoot from the hip. Like I want to give you something for that.
Sure.
So.
I'll take it. Thanks.
Okay.
Just purple vision.
Purple vision.
Yeah, you think you could smell from your eye now, and it smells like grape flavor.
There's grapes. They grow grapes here. That's what they're mining.
All
It's
right.
like you're a stroke.
A deacon is waiting for you in the hallway and guides you back to kind of the main entrance chamber of the Factorum, and there you find Drax and Luna.
Nice. Check this out. Wow.
Dang, Primo.
Very
That's a nice eye.
Hey, thanks, man.
beautiful.
Girl, my lady, my vow.
He was out. This operation took, I would say, because you're a drow, this is the next day. This is the next morning.
Oh.
So you guys all got a long rest. You got another stay at the Griffin's Wing.
Only 7
I would-
weeks and 3 days left.
Wow, we're really tallying that up. Yeah, Drax.
Believe it.
Drax, I would say you guys got another night's rest at the Griffin's Wing. Give me, Luna, give me a quick persuasion roll.
9.
Okay, you're gonna have to pay for your room that night.
Oh, shit.
But Chester and Corona are happy to have you again. But yeah, if you just want to mark off like another silver piece for you and Drax each. So
And me, right?
no, if you could stay with him and you were in your meditative
Not
state.
operation.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We were just chilling,
overnight.
meditating. Yeah.
But yeah, it is the next day. You guys are in Leadville.
Can we look to buy some horses?
This guy really wants horses.
Yeah.
Was that stupid?
I don't know. I guess where should we go? Where are we headed?
Should we take 5? I kind of have to.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and we're back.
Did really
Okay,
crazy.
so you have met up the next day after Primo woke up from his operation with his new eye. Now an official, arcane synthetic techno, kind of like level 1 eye that we will see the benefits of yet to come. But you guys are meeting in like that main entrance chamber of the Factorum. What's the plan?
I'm gonna go just talk to the old guy again.
Colbin?
No, not Culpin. The forge guy.
Oh,
No.
Forgemaster.
No, I don't think we need to go back to him.
Well, yeah, we'll just talk to Corbin and ask him if there's any items of interest.
No
that he knows
locations.
Or semi-known
Or
locations.
ruins that would be of value to them if we were to explore.
Is it also, I just want to be clear, is it above table understood that contract he has with me is not something that I can like bring stuff back and be like, hey, here's to my debt, but rather he will call on me upon an instance where that will then serve the contract.
As written in the contract, it's like either he can call on you or of your own determination, you can go find
Oh,
something.
okay. So you were right, Mark.
Well,
So
guess
you
what?
can
If
acquire stuff of value sufficient to
Yeah.
exchange for the
But I
stuff.
don't
Because
want.
he already has something of yours.
I'm gonna find the thing first, and you're not gonna get it.
That's fine. This is exactly. That's why I wish it was the latter of what I said, where it was like something
But
specific.
we might find books that are of no use to us, but are use to them.
Those are
of
used
value to them.
used to well, not even books for them, but for the Oligarium too.
The librarian.
Books. Librarian.
The librarian pays handsomely for books and scrolls. If you remember back from the beginning of the campaign, after you guys delivered the scroll to one of the heads of the librarian, his name is, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he said, like, you're a very
Grand
unique...
Matriarchs.
Yeah. He's like, you guys are a very unique group, you know, of the Shaviri, of the Emiwok. You know, you guys seem like you can slip in and...
Goltronox.
Goltronox, that's right. You guys can slip in and out of a lot of places without really drawing too much attention, or maybe have access to places that, you know, typical members of the Oligarium would otherwise not have. Like, I might have use of you for a very
true.
similar purpose.
Yeah, send him a butt message, dude. See what he says.
You might. If we find a book.
You gotta find a book first.
Yeah. There's no point in
I'll
sending
just-
a message about a book.
Got butt texting for no reason.
So I think we asked the locals, where's some good ruins to that we could go explore to find
yeah,
artifacts.
I love it.
Who are you asking?
Colbin,
Colbin?
or or he might know a guy. Who knows a guy.
He actually refers you to a forge historian. And this is another. This is actually a halfling. This ancient halfling. Both of his eyes been replaced with, you know, seemingly kind of like higher levels of like what you have of you know, eye synthetics, and you know, he's just kind of got like that white crown of hair left, very manic and mad looking, and this long kind of crooked nose. And he's just like, his robes look like he's literally just like, he's this little figure on top of this like high stool behind this desk covered with scrolls and books. And his robes make it look like he's almost just kind of like a baby wrapped in a huge fluffy blanket.
Oh, hello. Welcome. How can I help you? You're seeking knowledge of particular ruins?
Absolutely.
For what purposes do you have for the ruins of Rovaksole?
For the greater good.
The what?
The greater good.
Oh, one of those chaps. Right,
Leadville.
well. I understand actually you, young man, have a contract with the Forgemaster, so you're probably looking for ruins of significance or discovery.
That would be of appeal to us.
Wonderful. Well, let me flip through. He's just like going through maps and all that. Well, of course, there's the most infamous ruin that has yet to be explored and survived by anyone from the Alliance or otherwise, but that is the ruins of Carthage. But we all know this to be the home base for the Crimson Bone.
I fucking hate the Crimson Bone.
I'm sure you do, big boy. You long blood history there.
So there have
Acknowledge.
been no previous survivors.
No one from the Alliance or even the nations has gone to the ruins of Carthage and lived to tell.
I look at the group and I say, sounds like just the one for us.
There have been multiple incursions, and like even like high, really elite members of the Centivian have tried to get into the ruins of Carthage, and just it's all failed. It is the home base of the Crimson Cult. They have a lot of like strongholds or this or that like throughout, but like the ruins of Carthage is seemingly
Drax, baby.
Drax's hair is standing up like a dog, and it's growling.
Of course, there's also the ruins of Shurog, which are west of Danheim, on the islands west of Danheim, but I would say those are probably harder to access now these days, given the current conflict of the Broken Alliance. So whatever ruins that it has long been observed and studied by the Alliance members, but now Danheim probably has exclusive rights to that since the Alliance is broken. I would say any recent discoveries that Danheim has made, if could be confiscated, could be of great value to the Arcarium and the Instromotus.
Very true.
Indeed. Next, we have the ruins of Melente, with our north of the Shanto Badlands. The Shanto Badlands being the huge desert.
That's
that is-
a long trip.
right. That is all the way up there.
I want to go there.
That
Horses for that.
there have been Emiwok, give me a history roll. Anyone from the Oligarium, give me a history roll.
10.
Not even the Emiwok dare travel that far north, because not only are you encroaching onto the Arishad territory, which they are very territorial of, to get to the ruins of Melente, you go directly through known Blue Dragon territory. And then, let's see, what else? Well, of course, it was further excursions into the frozen south. There's always possible more ruins to be discovered there. And of course, there's the Bratvia mountain range, which is the fjordlands kind of cutting this continent almost in half. The topography and the landscape features of these fjordlands possibly were somewhat protected during the time of the fall and the strife, and any immediate blasting danger that happened from the fall potentially didn't reach some of these topographic zones, and any ruins that could be discovered, and there would be of immense value. Oh, the potential for discovery. But of course, it is infested with wyverns, so, many who have gone in there have died and failed and never come home. Let's see, going through. Yes, there's also the Vorden Isles, which are just a little bit north of the Stormsend. It's the collection of isles.
The Vorden Isles.
The Vorden Isles is I would say, less explored, not never explored, but less explored section of isles. The reason, as I'm sure, of course, in case you don't know, that these isles are so hard to get to is because you have to cross. I'm just going to take that from you. This is what I named this place. I didn't name it there. Hold on a second.
Didion?
No.
Didion?
The Ashen Sea! Sorry, I had to pull out my other map. I'm so old, I forgot what I wrote down. Anyways, so to cross the Ashen Sea is quite perilous because there's all sorts of dark and terrible monsters lurking in the deeps of the ocean to just even try and get to these isles. And also there's rumors and tales of the mysterious dark mer people who infest those waters. So,
Dark murder people.
yeah. Anyways, let's see. Ruins of Carthage, ruins of Melente, ruins of Shurog. And there's also just being the brave young explorers that you guys look like, and just kind of getting out of the lands and going to places that are uncharted. And, if you ever discover a place that is still infested by the shadow or any Orthordian structures, they could, if you destroy an Orthordian structure, you get rid of the shadow in that area, so, could reveal more ruins.
Damn.
Anyways, I hope that was helpful.
Most definitely.
So, just talking to my teammates here. The Carthage has the boned cult.
Yes.
The one disadvantage of that is that when I fight the bone cult, I lose sense of friend or foe. And so, while my rage will be substantial, it may be turned against the team as we fight the bone cult. So,
You'll also likely die.
I suppose, yeah, we'll die someday regardless.
Oh, yes,
Are there
sorry.
any of the...
Is that the closest one?
it is the closest one.
That's what we should do.
Sure.
Are
All
there...
those other places are like
Well, besides for those shadow
Rex.
places. Besides for the shadow places.
We could
Destroy an Orthordian
structure.
structure. Are there any of those nearby?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there are. I could mark on your map for you where the I don't want to call them popular, but known areas of shadow still exist within at least within the Allegaium. I won't have you travel into the areas of Danheim unless you really want to travel, into the conflicted zones of that lands now. Also, I forgot to mention, there's always the intrepid and incredibly dangerous explorations of the Rathul Peninsula, just below the Bratvia Fjordlands. Of course, to do that, you have to get past the Fortress of Hammerhold and go into the dark, poisoned, and orc-infested lands. Sorry, no offense. Yeah, it's pure evil out there. Another place that few survivors ever come from. But it's not really documented what's out there. It's all chaos.
If it's not documented, how do you know about it?
We know there's a shitload of really angry tribal orcs and other monsters out there just killing each other all the time.
Wow.
That's what we know.
All right. Okay.
Where's the nearest
Orthordian structures.
Orthordian structure?
Island.
I will mark those down on your maps for you, and we'll do that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because then we could just discuss as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he heard you mention, we should go to the ruins of Carthage, because, that's closest.
It is.
I really can't overstate enough how incredibly dangerous the ruins of Carthage are. It is the home base of the Crimson Coldbone. It is said in recent surveillances that they possibly have demons walking about.
Okay.
It is known that the Crimson Bone Cold worship Naha Olis, who is one of the goddesses of one of the planes of the Pentabis. She might by now have granted them more powers and privilege and boon, and that's why there's potentially demons walking about in there. I really can't overstate enough how insanely dangerous that place is.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
You just seem like some nice young lads.
Yeah. I think
Yeah. Shut up.
Shut up, nerd.
I think we should explore some of the Orthordian structures nearby.
Are there any Orthordian structures on the way to the ruins of Carthage?
Yes.
Maybe we
I'll
check
mark-
those out first.
Sure.
I was saying we go to the lake because you were trying to go to the lake.
Oh yeah, that's true. Do you guys still want to go to the Shiviri Nation? I don't have to.
Yeah. Drax does need to eventually go there
Be a shaman.
to consult with Shaman.
Okay.
Your contract, you don't have to execute your contract by the time, by the end of 7 weeks.
No, I know.
I
just wanted to-
it's anticipated that your artifact, your staff will be completed within the 7.5 weeks time. It'll be completed.
Yeah.
You'll get it back once you've given the exchange.
No, I know. I get that. Which is why I want to get it over with. But I also think a place like that, like the ruins of Carthage, would be fucking sick. And I'm down to do something really hard because we kind of been trampling through shit so far.
I think we could scout it out.
Where is that compared to the Shiviri Nation? Is it?
It's
I don't know.
it's
Direction.
opposite direction.
I think the scholars just coaching us that we might be able to do the outskirts, but we're not powerful enough to
Get in there.
fully
yeah.
explore it.
But I feel like all these other ones are kind of too far, right? Or we could make our way to Danheim, pose as Danheim soldiers, and try to get deeper into that area, and then come back with some covert intel shit.
Either way, we should still go to the lake because then we can float down the rivers in either direction.
All right, well, yeah, let's go. Let's just have that be the next. Let's go to the lake. It's almost 10 o'clock right now. Don't you think? We can't fully do Carthage yet, so maybe we go there when we're level 10 or something.
But maybe there's Orthordian structures on the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, so head towards the Shiviri Nation through the Trade Force with an eye for Orthordian structures.
I say we go through the sunburdened mountain range,
Sundered.
sundered mountain range.
Sure.
Okay, but ask the scholar to mark on our map where there's Orthordian structures
Yeah,
on the
nearby.
way.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Also, just please note, not all Orthordian structures have still yet been discovered. As we're still in the age of the rebuilding. Sure, of course.
But yeah, I'll do that. You're going home? Going back to the Jade Rainforest?
We're stopping by,
Okay. Could I ask a favor of you?
of course.
I would have you return some scrolls that I've borrowed from them.
I'd be happy to.
Wonderful, thank you. I'll upon return of these scrolls to your people, there should be, I would say, an allowance given back to you because they knew that these were on hold. So yeah,
You got it.
appreciate that. He gives you a satchel full of scrolls.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
And we're off.
Horses.
Back on the road.
No. Okay.
Horses are expensive.
Yeah, who cares, dude? We'll walk.
We went to this really cool Factorium and now we're poor.
For real.
I haven't done anything.
All right.
Yeah,
So you guys are saying your goodbyes to Leadville and going to be heading
I
out?
believe so. Headed south.
See you later, buddy.
Okay. I would say by this time it is like midday in Leadville. You guys,
Just stay for one more day and drink, and then go tomorrow.
We can.
Go at sunrise. We leave.
it is midday.
Yeah, you know.
Are we gonna benefit anything from that? Just hanging on top.
I mean, just
I wanna go-
friendship.
Check out some shops and buy some Loadstones.
Bet you do.
Yeah, if there's any like last minute shopping or anything you guys want to do like in Leadville before you leave, like Leadville is the main,
Can
like
I look for some better light armor?
for sure,
Yeah.
like Leadville will have that.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
out and about.
So
like you're just asking for like dragon scale armor, and like that's. I don't want to say it's not going to happen. I want to give that to you. You just didn't have enough. To
Yeah, well, I have
procure.
enough money to maybe buy something like that. So I go around and look for something like dragon scale armor that I could potentially purchase that's light armor.
Okay. Yeah, give me a second. Is anyone else looking for other things?
Drax is going to sell his ruby while he's here just because the gold is easier to spend.
Nice, yeah.
You wait. Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
Drax is just going to sell his ruby.
Okay.
Because he prefers to have coin.
Do you
Cash
feel like
carrying around
bartering
money.
someone? Give you some guidance.
I would give it to Andre to sell on my behalf if I thought negotiation was going to be helpful.
For your light armor,
Yes.
so there's different options. There's padded leather, studded leather, or a chain shirt.
I would change shirt.
And depending on like the quality of any of those that you want, we can discuss. And
I
that'll
assume
just
chain is the strongest element, right?
yes, but so it gives you. If I'm looking at this right, let me make sure that might be from the other source. Hold on a second.
Yeah, double check that real quick.
Yeah. And anyone else, please think of like things that you guys.
I'll definitely look for some of the light armor as well.
I'm going for some empty vials and some Loadstones.
What's a lodestone?
Yeah, what's your made up
They
bullshit?
help for mending.
Oh, okay.
I need them for a spell.
We can look for some Loadstones.
The Loadstones.
Buddy, you better get out of here.
140.
So, Josh,
Yeah.
riding horses are about 75 gold a piece if we wanted to get riding horses.
Okay.
It's just, we're going to the Jade Forest and we're about to maybe get on a boat, so maybe now's not the time.
Right.
But
If
I feel
we-
like if we hit a big plot of land,
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to the Shafiri, like your guys' place?
But it's like a jungle, so having a horse is not the help.
I think the Shaviri do have to ride something.
They do.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
maybe they'll just
they-
give it to us.
Or we can get them cheaper.
Yeah.
A famous animal of the Shaviri Nation is known as an
Ibex.
Ix. It's an IX. It's basically
An ibex,
the
yeah.
body of a dire wolf with the head of an eagle.
We'll get some of those.
There's also giant panthers as well.
Oh.
So knowing all of this, I stopped talking about horses.
Sorry, that's off brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Okay, sorry, I was looking at the wrong source. So for light armor, you have padded leather or studded leather. Padded, to buy that is you have disadvantage on stealth, but leather gives you an 11 plus a dex plus your dex modifier, and then studded leather is 12 plus your dex modifier.
How much
So like
is
on top of my armor class?
So what's your dex modifier?
I got you. My dex modifier, which is a really easy one to tell, is 3.
3. Okay, so if you got studded leather, your AC would go up to 15.
Okay.
What's your AC right
How
now?
much is that?
That
How much
is coming from here in wartime. That would be 60 gold pieces
Is there a higher level one I can get beyond that?
for sure.
Like
What-
a
what's
plus one, you know,
You
magic.
can get +1, or you can start getting it infused with certain arcane abilities as well.
I want. What is that? Talk to me more about the arcane.
There are ones where it's like advantage on stealth rolls or things like that you and I can discuss post episode if you wanted to.
I'm looking for something like that.
Okay.
What's that going to cost me?
So you're jumping from 60 gold pieces up to like 150 to 450 gold piece range.
The first part of that sounded good.
Like it goes up huge.
Yeah. I'll take like the. Do you think I should just go for like a +1 thing, or should I go for full arcane?
You could get plus one armor class. That's probably not that expensive.
A +1, so your standard studded leather would run 60. If you did +1, that
So
would
that's just
be
another armor class point on top of it.
yeah, that'd be 100. That'd be 150.
Dang.
But 150 is what the arcane starts at too.
Well, that's because it's already an innate magical item,
Yeah.
like being a +1.
Let's not go too crazy. I'll do the +1 100. What did you say?
This studded leather armor for
studded
+1.
leather.
Okay,
studded
so-
leather +1.
So basically,
Black.
I'm giving you a 13 plus your dex modifier, so your AC is now 16. So mark down.
You got the money for that shit?
Yeah, I got 150.
So mark down
that what it's gonna cost?
150 gold.
Damn.
Mark down 150 gold, and you now have studded leather armor, 13 plus dex modifier, so that'd be a 16 AC for you.
Beautiful.
That's fucking crazy.
Your loadstones, what else are you buying, Ed?
Just vials.
Okay.
5 and 5. 6 loadstones. 5.
So that finishes it.
I would say 8 gold pieces can get you as much of that as you need.
Damn, dude, that's rough.
As
Do
much.
you know how to
How
do
much?
that? Ian?
Well, it depends on
Yeah.
a second. Oh, a non-magical lodestone is listed as 10 gold pieces.
Oh wait, no. I
Okay,
meant
so
with-
each lodestone is 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, and vials are like the vials like a silver a piece. So like 10 vials would be 1 gold piece.
So I'm gonna get 10 vials.
Okay.
And I'll have silver for that. So I'll just get
So mark down 10 silver. Yep.
And I'll just buy 2 loadstones. For whatever reason. So 20.
2 lodestones would be 20 gold total. Yeah.
Sweet. This is my armor class would be 6.
That's like this, though.
Drax, you getting anything else?
I want to pay a craftsman like a gold to just give me a leather thong with the 2 wyvern teeth on it.
Oh, okay. So like literally just like simple leather strap, wrap it up, and now you got your necklace, gold piece. Yeah. Easy, done.
Yep.
Yep. Primo, anything else for you there, babe?
Oh, you can't afford anything?
Okay. Roger that. So you guys spend, I would say that would take the rest of your guys' day going around shopping in Leadville, to stay another night. And sorry, I said, and this is on me, but going forward, the The Griffin wing, I said, is silver piece for the night. We'll say, Corona gave that to you out of a courtesy, but that place is actually a comfortable inn, so that would actually be 8 silver pieces. But knowing her, she gave you a nice discount. You and Drax. So you guys would, if you want to stay another night in Leadville, it is around dinner time. You guys are, kind of like walking down the main drag of Leadville. You see, again, like armaments being loaded up for the next day of shipment to the front line. You see miners seemingly getting off their shift from the Caxholm mine. You hear some songs of merriments and of songs kind of like, folk songs coming from like some of the pubs or the inns. And you guys are just walking down to like, the industrial streets of Leadville. And is there anything that you guys are trying to like say to each other, anything before end of the night?
We should get a beer.
Primo, you don't have to go to bed early tonight.
Cheers to that.
I said that like 4 hours ago, dude. Let's go.
Let's go.
Already long rested up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys are on your way to go get a beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Leadville's full of bars and pubs. You guys are on your way to a bar and a pub.
Is there any casinos?
I mean, I might know people who gamble, sure.
You
I
do.
know of gambling.
How would you guys feel about doing something stupid with our leftover show?
And the ear-shattering tear of reality and space occurs in the middle of the street, and screaming, horrific, blood-curdling, bone-chilling screams comes out from the night, and there's a 1-second pause of goosebumps and reality setting in over that entire part of Leadville before you hear one woman just give out a blood-curdling scream of sheer terror. This, and that's where we're going to end for tonight.
We didn't go anywhere for that, huh? Like, mark them on the map for us. Right here.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us for another session of Mile High Dragons, Rovaksole, Shadowed Horizon, and we will see you guys next time. But hey, join us for Make It a Double. All right, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.